Today I'll start you off with some facts about cyclists on the road. About 950 bicyclists are killed in the U.S. each year due to accidents. 580,000 are injured each year, and 90% of these accidents are involving motor vehicles. This information is from Alternative Transportation and Motor Vehicles Resources in 2011. Okay, most of you guys have cars, right? Or drive, or plan to drive, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Is it not scary to think about, like, you know, cyclists, like, just riding by next to you, or, you know, people aren't cautious? Well, I've been able to see how drivers don't really like bicyclists on the road because, I don't know, they make them nervous, or they're just, like, annoying or in their way or whatever. But I've seen how drivers get angry, and I've seen how bicyclists get very disrespected because, you know, my parents drive, so they get upset. And then my brother, he rides his bike, so he comes home with these crazy stories. Like, people like yelling at him on the road, and it's ridiculous. So because of this, drivers should be more respectful and considerate towards the cyclists. They're supposed to share the road. So, yeah. Today I'll talk about the problems on the road, which are accidents and injuries. I'll talk about the causes, which are why so many people are involved in these accidents, and how to prevent them, which will be the solution. So first I'll talk about the problem. So there's just too many accidents. It's ridiculous. I've seen, where I live in Monrovia, in Arcadia, there's a white bike to, I guess, show that somebody had passed away right there due to a biking accident. It was really sad. And yeah. So the most common type of accidents are motorists when they merge into the path of the cyclist, like they cross paths and all that. Motorists turning across paths of the cyclist, so they'll just like get in the way, which has happened to my brother. He got cut off. Cyclists, motors going straight ahead. If they're going straight, often cars tend to hit the back of their bikes, and that'll just throw them off. Cyclists riding onto the paths of the vehicle, which could be like them coming off of the sidewalk into the street, and often cars don't see them until it's too late. And also when cyclists turn right from any minor or major road. This is from the Royal Society for Prevention of Accidents, and it was updated in 2012. And a lot of the injury patterns, the people that are involved in these accidents, they tend to injure these parts of their body the most. Limbs are 40%, arms are 40% injury, so they'll hurt their arms. And yeah, my brother got his wrist sprained one time because the car cut him off. It was really bad. But yeah, chest and abdomen area. That happens a lot less often, but when it does happen, it's really usually bad. It's just worse than any other type of injury that can happen. And usually they're involved with head injuries, so they mostly come together. And there's a lot of head injuries. 40% of cyclists get 40% of cyclists get head injuries, whether minor or major. It could be a little scratch. It could be like a gash open, and it could affect them really badly. And 45% of these people that get head injuries are children, which would be like, I guess, 1,600, what they consider children. And okay, so now to the problem and why these accidents. No, not the problem. The cause of why these accidents are happening. A lot of these drivers are careless. They don't pay attention, or they don't care. So yeah, this information comes from from the website Find Law, and it was updated in 2013, right here. These are the driving negligence that that happens to drivers. They're often speeding, they run a stop sign, or they drift into the bike lane, or they're just driving recklessly. So that's not good. And this side of the information comes from the bicycle story, which was updated in 2011. Also shows that motorists are very impatient when it comes to bikers. They honk, they yell, they throw things, and they cut them off on purpose, just because they don't like them, or they irritate them, or on the road, or they just don't like them. So that's yeah. So this is what the drivers. This is how the drivers neglect their responsibilities on the road towards bicyclists. And the solution to this is simple. Just be more careful, be patient. Look out for bicyclists, pass them when it's safe, look out for them. Don't squeeze them so that they have no room, because they could just throw them off. They go through potholes and stuff. They have to be more careful than drivers. And for bicyclists and drivers, they're supposed to stay 3 feet away from each other. So if there's a parked car, they're supposed to be 3 feet, the bicyclists away from the parked car, and 3 feet away from the drivers, if possible. If not, then just be patient with it. Don't try to pass them, well, unless you can, but if you get nervous or upset, don't do it. It's a simple solution, which comes from the California Department of Motor Vehicles, which was updated in 2012, DMV. You guys could look up the bicycle laws on the DMV website if you want to. They're supposed to be wearing helmets, so yeah. Okay. Now that you guys know the problem, cause, and the solution, I hope you guys will be more safe when driving. Look out for them. Look out for cyclists. Don't hit them. Don't yell at them. Don't honk at them. It makes them nervous too. It makes other cars nervous. Yeah. So today I talked about the problem, which was the accidents on the road, people getting injured, and it happens because drivers are careless and impatient. So the simple solution, so now you guys know the simple solution, which is just be patient, be kind, be respectful. They're not trying to get in your way. They're just trying to get from point A to point B, just like you guys.